Files Live. Yes, we are doing, of course, some model railway stuff live today. So, of course, our first train is already here. Of course, this is a train that's, of course, an internet contained train, of course, not fully full up, and of course, made up. And as you know, it's a class 66. So, without further ado, let's get started. So yeah, today we're using Capital Chill instead of Capital Dance today. Oh no, what's going on here? Not this bunch of crap again.
Chilled Beats. Capital Chill.
The train's approaching to the end. That train, shall I? So what we'll do, put this tree gonna put the double-headed formation. So grab this one part. Then of course these, because it's part, we go and just move to the fourth foot front, and this is the Yep, that thing's ready. Now, so we'll start getting containers in. So, have a look at our container array.
This is Capital Chill.
Have a go in there.
is open.
Right. Any chance you could give me a hand with dinner? Sure. Think you can manage after Dad's holy
Okay, so the next change trainer, we can now start getting if you keep an eye on the movement down there. Hello to Simathy Senthil Kuma, who has just arrived. We are doing trains. Steak. That's good. Light is 66,415. And I'm moving that one. So, we have now got the locomotives ready for this big unit of the train. So here we go.
Non-stop chilled beats. This is Capital Chill.
Again, we're going to take the train off and then put another train. The truth is actually doing that because they're more or less the same. Trains are the same amount of power. Technically, Sorrento shouldn't be going sense. Head to JJ's car channel and head to Jean-Francois Rose. Of course, I am. Of course. Doing some modern railway running today. Live, of course. course, I do like doing double headers with container trains, but usually it would have to be Batman with Batman, or Scale with a Batman, or Scale with another Scale, because that's the only way to do decipher best with speed of locomotives, or should I say, of the Class 66 locomotives. As I said, what is cool will of course be the word, of course, in October to be the introduction of a GB rail freight low emission variants Class 66 number 66 724 Drax Power Station at the end of October or beginning of November. And of course, it also is good to accompany that with, of course, 66 158 766, so it's good to have the Class 66 onto my model railway because of that one day going to Bristol when 66724 was sighted in Bristol when I was on, not Bristol, Gloucester, outside Gloucester station, whilst I was on 66766. But if you say that think I'm just a fan of bug-eye like Class 66s, you'll be wrong, because I would have many different variants of lighting. Because as I say, I've got, so of course, 66004, which has modern LED lighting, and then of course you had 66. And then of course you have 66. And then of course, if 66421 on the model railway, it would be a new, different type of lighting. It would be a standard LEDs put on new build low emission variant locomotives. Of course, what I'm holding here is a typical what you'll find on a typical GB rail freight intermodal container train. So you have a lot of Mediterranean shipping companies, Maersk, some Hamburg SEDs, Hapag-Lloyd, some mixed with, some from time to time mixed with Ocean Network Express, basically anything.
Capital Chill. You see it's working now, baby. Capital Chill.
Of course, with all trains, I have to put a little bit more power into them to get them to actually continue moving. Oh, and it pulls out the hook length. About right, innit? Gonna have to find that hook length now. The only problem is with the layout of this done is that you have to be very careful with how you move things around in this bed.
Oh, sweet love, speak to me.
go.
Non-stop. Chilled beats. This is Capital Chill.
I thought I could show you one last thing. And that is, of course, steam trains. Now, anybody that's new to me, I have got a special rare favourite locomotives covering the Collect family and the Sir William Stanier Princess range. Here to Mahina Gianna, thank you very much for saying about my trains. They're really nice. I do have a very nice range of trains, of course, but I'm starting to become a little bit more diesel oriented now. But there will be no change to the amount of steam trains that are on my model railway. They will still be on my model railway for a long time. Okay, so that about wraps it up for this session. So, if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe and hit that notifications icon so you never miss any future uploads. And don't forget to look back at my content on that extended train and bus spotting that I did on Thursday. That was very unexpected. And of course, the short video about VDL and Van Hool merging to VDL group before, the VDL bus group before they change into, before they go to Bus World 2025 to showcase the new Futura 3 coach. Trust me, you have never seen any videos like it. So with that said, thank you for watching my X-Files, and I will see you again next time. Slugheads!